It really sucked. Sitting out the whole season, watching my team play, me being a captain was really hard, but I had to, bounce back and be there for my team and lead them still.
How'd you get injured?
It was during a benefit game. It was just like a regular play, and I was on defense, and it just tore.
Were there any benefits that you derived, whether it was lifting weights or doing anything in rehab to help you as a player get better?
The biggest thing for me was just pay attention during practice and stuff, and try to learn as much as I could about my position.
Will you be an offensive lineman or defensive lineman?
Offensive lineman.
Is that what you prefer?
Yes.
Chances, when you'll be able to get back on the field, do you think you'll be ready for spring, or is that too soon?
Yes, they're saying springtime I should be back. That's what I'm pushing forward to. I'm working really hard right now, trying to get back as fast as I can.
What makes you prefer offensive line?
I just like pancaking people.
Chance, that's a position you haven't spent a lot of time at on the field. How do you figure that you're going to go from playing just a couple of games on the offensive line? Do you expect that to be a big jump?
It is a big jump, but we've been doing a lot of watching film and everything, so I'm trying to learn as much technique as I can with the time off we have right now.
How helpful has just those times in the meeting room been already for you? How much do you feel like you've learned?
I've learned a lot so far. I'm taking lots of notes and asking lots of questions so I can get a feel for everything.
What was it like watching Tennessee last season get a bowl game and then win that bowl game against Iowa?
It was an amazing feeling just watching them do it, and it just makes me want to do it that much more, and have a chance of playing a bowl game.
Did you wear your orange proud like in your hometown?
Oh yes, every day, all day.
Will you be a tackle or guard?
Offense. Well, we learn how to play every position on offensive line, so wherever they need me, I'm gonna go.
Could you play center?
Yes.
What was it about Tennessee that made you choose you?
Every visit I came on, it just felt like home. The whole atmosphere is just amazing, and I don't know why anybody would choose anywhere else.
You look at in a lot of classes, the recruits become, really connected. Just talk about, you and Jack and some of these guys that are already here, and what that camaraderie has been like so far.
We've been gotten really tight, hanging around all the time, and watching the game together the other night. We've just been hanging out a lot together, and got some classes together and everything, so we're getting really close already.
What's Coach Mahoney's been kind of been his, words of advice as you head into transitioning from high school to college?
Just playing my time very well. Try to hang out with the guys as much as you can, so you don't get homesick and everything.
The fact that Tennessee played so many true freshmen this past year, was that something that factored in your decision one way or another, or something you paid much attention to?
I paid a little bit of attention to that, knowing that they give everybody a chance. If they're work hard for it, then I think they get a shot. So.
What is it about this staff that makes you such good recruiters? And this looks like it might be a second straight top 5 class. What is it about this staff that, from your experience anyway?
They just tell you straightforward, what's going on. They want the best for the team, and they shoot for the bowl games every year, so they just want to win, just like all the recruits do.
You played basketball. Just talk a little bit about your success on the court.
Yeah, I used to play basketball. I stopped playing for lifting weights and everything. I used to shoot a lot, so I was a three-point shooter on the team. I led the team as a three-point shooter for a couple of years when I did play. It helped out a lot with my footwork and stuff, so that's really why I like to play. Had a couple dunks, so it was all good.
So basketball helped you as a football player?
Yes, yeah, I did with the footwork and everything, and conditioning.
What was your size when you were shooting three-pointers?
About this size.
Did you surprise opponents?
All the time, yeah. They always, try to back off thinking I can't shoot, and then I just drain them.
Would they encourage you to shoot?
They would. They'd back off, and I'd shoot it.
So you stopped to lift weights? Was that what you said?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I thought, that would be the best thing for me to stop and lift weights so I can get stronger.
How much difference has that made? How much have you improved your weight lifts?
They've improved a lot. During this past off season, last year, I'd go to my school lifting, and then I'd go to another lifting as well, kind of like I forgot what it's called, but it's just like really high, intense lifting and conditioning and stuff, kind of like CrossFit. So.
Is there one number in particular that you've raised a lot?
Just everything, really. We did just mostly conditioning and core work. as long with bench and the main lifts. But most of the lifts were different lifts to improve your whole body control and stuff.
Couple more.
Chance, have you gotten a chance to meet with some of the older offensive linemen yet, and what have those guys been like?
Yeah, I've known a lot of them for a while. We've been, in the team meeting rooms and talking about all this stuff, and we've been hanging out a lot. So I've gotten close with a couple of them, especially, Coleman from being back in Virginia. I've known him for a while.
Last one.
How much do you turn your attention to, recruiting some guys that aren't here yet? Making sure those guys that are committed, stay committed, and then try to bring in a couple more guys to the class.
All right, we have a big group chat, so we all talk about what's going on, and all the commits are in it. So we talk about who we need to focus on more with the recruits and stuff.